Welcome to Home Team Advantage. I'm Gary Gimbetti along with Mike Egan, and we've been off for what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Since the last time we saw you or you saw us.
We can't see them. They can see
Yeah,
us.
that's true. So high school sports have started. It started Monday.
Yep.
And
Cross country.
cross country,
Seeing the kids
football.
running up around the town on the sidewalks, and wish I could do that.
Yeah, well, that would be kind of nice. But they've had to kind of change. I was just talking to the athletic director and the cross country coach, and they had to change their workout regimen because usually they run, for their warm up, they usually run 2 times around the high school block, which I think is a mile. It's a half a mile, and then so 2 times would be a mile. But with all the construction going on, they can't do that. So they've taken them down to Bennett Park now, and they're warming up down there until everything gets squared away, which I hope is soon.
Yep.
Because that street being closed is like a headache.
Well, better be ready before school opens.
I know it's going to be cluster down there if that thing's not ready. Now it's supposedly, I've heard the end of August it's supposed to be done, or at least before the first day of school. So hopefully they get that done. I mean, it's a good thing that you're fixing things. Everything is all run down, I'm sure, in this town because it's never been.
That's where your tax dollars are going.
That's right.
But on the cross country side, I know there was a group of girls that got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and they go run the track.
Oh well, they have.
Got some really dedicated runners.
They have dedicated runners, but they also have something to uphold.
Yep.
Because I do believe they've won the Section 7A title or 7, whatever section they're, whatever A thing they're in. I'm not sure how many classes there are. I think there's 3, so it might be double A. They have 4 times they've won that title, and so you have something to uphold. You have some tradition right now to uphold. So I hope they have been.
Well, I think they've got,
hard.
from what my inside sources tell me, right, Ron?
Yeah. Yeah, seeing as you have a granddaughter that's on the team.
Yeah. I think they had some really young kids that not peaked, but really produced well last year, and now they're back again this year. And I think that, and under the guidance of Mr. Please and
Well, Serena Sullivan and Dan Scally and Ryan
Richard
Olson are all, and I hope we didn't leave somebody out there, but they're all good coaches.
good indication of what the coaching has done for the program. Very consistent winning program. So.
Well, and you give credit to the coaches, but I think in cross country, well, like in any sport, I guess you can't single out coaches because the kids have to do the work themselves. Right. And if you could be the best running coach ever, but if your kids don't put the time and effort in to do it.
Yeah, I think coaching is preparing them and getting them ready, and getting them the guidance of how to do it, and then let them go from there.
That's right. Like you said, they give them the workouts they should do in the summertime, and if they're dedicated enough, they'll do it, and then they'll come in, which is something I think the boys cross country team is. Hopefully they're all following that regimen because I think this is a year where they really have an opportunity to.
They've come close.
Yeah, the 3rd place last year. I think 3rd place the last 2 years, and only by a
couple points.
Yeah, both years.
Yep.
Now, I just talked to James, and he said that Cloquet has its entire team back, which I think won the section last year. But hey, 2nd place goes.
Yeah, but that's a challenge too for the Hibbing kids.
Yeah.
So
keep up with the Cloquet, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Before we go any further, though, I know for the last 4 weeks we haven't announced our non-official sponsor. So today we're drinking strawberry.
Well, it's a berry punch refresher.
That's like the Hawaiian
so it's got
punch
lemonade,
guy.
yeah.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
That's right. No, please.
Caribou Coffee.
From Caribou Coffee. There we go.
And I also, on a personal note, want to thank Mr. Giambetti for filling in with my golf team last week for the chamber. He carried the team very well, from what I was told.
Well, I think they're giving me a little bit too much credit, but I appreciated the fact that I played, and it was fun. I told you I had to leave a couple of holes early because I had to get my work done, but
Yep.
it was fun.
I tried finding it on ESPN 49, but they didn't have
They didn't
that on
have
there.
Didn't have our highlights.
No.
But we did get an eagle on the 12th hole.
Nice.
But you pay money to get your ball up to the 100-yard stake. So you hit a 400-yard drive, and then you have only 100 yards coming
Yeah.
in. But then we made the putt, and we did get an eagle. I don't know how many others did. I'm sure a lot of people did, but
Well, congratulations to, not that we're going to jump to golf right away, but to the Chamber and putting on a great event. And then the country club had their,
we had our men's
Tournament?
club tournament. I did play in it. I was in the not that this is about me. Don't. I might tell you what I did, but I played in the Super Senior Championship flight.
is that the one where
So
you get to
that's-
use a walker?
Well, close. I think some of them need a walker. I'm just kidding, guys. But I did play. I started out with Marty Trenberth, and he beat
Oh,
me
boy.
4-3. So I got the 15 on him, which is pretty good because he's
He's a good golfer.
a good golfer, and he's won like 6 or 7 times out there in some other divisions.
Yep.
Then I dropped down to the first flight, and then I lost to Greg Violette. I think 3-2, so we got to 16. And then my last match on Sunday, I lost to Dave Brownell, 1 up, I think, on 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, he's
So-
won it at one time.
No, I don't think.
Or
I
am I
don't know.
thinking
No,
somebody
you might
else?
be thinking somebody else. I don't
Okay.
think Dave's won it. If he has, I apologize for not knowing that. But yeah, no. So I had the hat trick. I was over 3.
Well,
So, but it was fun. But they ended up.
their youngest player won the tournament.
Well, they think he's the youngest player. Ethan Sunval did win the regular division championship. He beat Tyler Harvey on the 18th hole, as a matter of
I
fact.
saw a picture of that with the golf carts surrounding the.
Yeah. So he did win. So congratulations to Ethan and Andrew Slatton, who won the Section 7 AA title this year. Made it to the semifinals, and I got beat by Harvey, I believe.
Okay.
So otherwise, it would have been it could have been Sunval and
And
Slatton in
Slatton.
the finals. That would have been interesting.
Who won the senior then?
The senior division was won by Adam Osborne.
Okay.
He beat Jeff Colling, who's like a 7-time winner in the regular division or senior. I mean, I think he won the last 2 senior division titles.
Okay.
So Adam beat him, and then Marty ended up beating Keith Saralampi, who in the super seniors, and Saralampi on Saturday during his I think it was a second match against Mint Harris. Had a hole in one on the 11th hole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he played like a 4-hole stretch, like 2 under par, I think, or 3 under par. And he said his second shot on 13 was a 1/4 inch
Wow.
from going into the hole for another eagle.
Imagine
So he had quite.
Minty's probably going, what the?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what do I have to do
Yeah.
to try to stay in this match?
How do I beat that hole in one?
Yeah, so so it was a great weekend for Keith. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to beat Marty. But
No.
hey, you got to just walk away from that thinking, wow, what a weekend.
Yeah, well, nice tournament, nice turnout.
Yep, and
Good weather.
Kristen Sunval won the women's title for I think the second straight year,
Okay.
and she's won like 6 or 7 times in the past. So she had a good weekend, and the junior tournament I think was won by a Harvey kid over from Virginia. I think maybe it's the Tyler
Related?
Harvey's kid. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but he ended up winning, and they played 36 holes stroke play.
Yeah. And I didn't know you have a new pro out there.
Yeah, Jason Taragawa is the new pro out there. Gary Yeager retired after last season. So Jason's taken over, and to me, he's done a decent job
Good.
taking over.
Good.
So, yeah, so that was a fun weekend. I'll tell you more about it after the match or
Oh.
after the show.
All the juicy parts.
Because no, I don't want to come over to TV sounding like a whiner, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens. And it had nothing to do with my losing, because I lost fair and square. It was just,
I told you, quit using those square balls.
well, yeah, it's kind of tough on putting when you're using square balls. You could probably hit them far, but it's got nothing to do with me losing. I was beat fair and square by all three guys.
Blame the referees.
Yeah. So no, but it was fun. It was a fun time. My son played. He won a match and
Good.
lost a match, and
So he's one up on you then.
well, yeah, at least he won one. So
All right, well, back again, we're gonna kind of flip-flop here a little bit. We're gonna go back to the Hibbing High School football program has started, and you said
they had 46 players for freshmen through seniors at practice, and I don't know if some all of them have shown up or all of them have not shown up. But so I depending on how many freshmen that there are, maybe there's 20 freshmen, so that maybe drops you down to 20. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know the numbers breakdown. So, but freshmen, are they ready to play varsity football?
No.
Probably not, unless you got somebody that's a total
Animal.
yeah, that wants to play and who's worked out and all that stuff. But we got, Ron's grandson's probably one of, he's a sophomore, isn't he?
Nope, he'll be junior.
Oh, he'll be a
Junior.
junior. So Max Hughes,
Big kid.
yeah, he's a big kid. So he'll
6'4" now.
yeah.
6'4". Wow.
6'4", probably weighs about 220. I'm assuming he's been lifting. So if not, that's your fault.
No, he didn't play baseball this summer.
Yeah, he didn't. He did not play baseball. I saw him work where he was working, and he said he didn't play baseball. So,
Oh, well, that's one big kid.
well, yeah. So,
Couple more, he'd be looking good.
so hopefully, we have enough kids. Maybe more will come out, and the tennis team got a couple of the girls hockey players back out that did not play last year, I guess. So.
Good.
He looked like he had a number of girls there when I drove by one day.
We should mention too that the girls cross country team starts their first. They call it a match or a meet?
It's a meet
Next Thursday, correct, in Duluth?
next Thursday. Yeah, they usually call it I've known it as a Twin Ports meet down at Lester Park Golf
Okay.
Course. So the boys and the girls will be down there. The tennis team actually scrimmages Elk River down there on Friday, and then they have matches on Saturday against Coon Rapids. So they're going to start. I laugh because half of their matches are done by the end of August, so their
Right.
season's almost over by the time September rolls around. But no, and then next week they've got I think Monday they might play at home. I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but Tuesday they may play, and then Wednesday they're off, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday I think they have matches.
So
And then they come home the next week on Monday and have a match. So that's a lot of
tennis.
yeah, it's a lot of tennis in a short period of time.
A lot of balls over the net.
And sometimes he wonders why. Oh, I don't think he wonders why his kids get hurt, but I mean that gets tiring. I mean, playing that many matches in that short a time. So
So we've mentioned cross country, football. We gave a little insight in. Probably won't really know any more about how well or how good they're going to look until we get a couple more weeks into it.
probably.
Get some scrimmaging in and some other things.
And soccer's having their tryouts this week,
Soccer.
so we'll see. I know there's one girl who she'll make the soccer team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that, but she's also running cross country.
Mhm.
So she'll, I asked him how she's doing, and she said, well, he hasn't really seen her yet because she's got the tryouts
Right.
for soccer. So, yeah, but she's been working out, and she's handed in her training stuff, so we'll see
good.
how much she helps. She's a very good track runner in the spring. I don't want to use names really because they don't really need to be.
Well, you don't see too many dual athletes in the same
No,
time frame.
yeah.
So
Yeah, hopefully she makes a big difference in that team. She runs track very well in the event she runs in, and hopefully she'll translate that over to cross country.
and what else we got in the fall? Volleyball.
So, volleyball, have not seen or heard anything yet about that. I haven't stopped by. And then swimming, I don't know how many swimmers. I was there to see if they were working out this morning, but they hadn't started yet, so I don't know what he has for numbers but Mike Venziano's still coaching.
Yep.
And I know he's going to have one really good swimmer who will probably make it to state, probably actually set school records this year. And she's pretty dedicated to the sport, so I'm sure she worked
Good.
out a lot. So
So we got volleyball, swimming, football, cross country,
yep, and tennis,
and tennis.
and I think that does it for.
That's the five
Yeah.
fall sports.
Yep.
Good.
And then I heard that the college is not having volleyball program this fall for some
Oh,
reason. I've heard they're going to start. They want to start up women's basketball again. They hired a coach, but the issue I think there was they didn't hire him till like April, and by then it's hard to
Yep.
hit the recruiting trail. But I guess he's doing the best he can to try to field a team. So hopefully that works out for him when we get women's basketball back. But to not have the volleyball program there, that's, you used to have volleyball and football,
Yep.
and now you didn't have football anymore. And
We don't have
You-
that women's basketball, and you don't
Yeah.
have.
well, they didn't have softball last spring
Softball.
because
Yep.
a lot of the girls, the women I should say, now that they're in college, they're women. They're in the nursing program.
Correct.
And they have to take, do their practicals or their whatever they have to do to finish the program, and they just didn't figure they could fit softball in.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of funny when I was on my vacation the last 2-3 weeks.
yeah, well,
I ran into three Hibbing graduates from the nursing program. So you know what kind of vacation I was on.
yeah, yeah. I know I wouldn't call it you were doing a vacation. That would have been awful.
But so that covers the local high school, local college. I guess we can delve into those new owners that just bought the Twins.
Really?
The two minority guys nobody knows.
Yeah, the minority. As it turns out, the poll ads took the team off
Back.
the selling block.
Wow.
And they had the nerve. And again, we don't know these people. They could be the nicest people on the face of the
Yeah.
planet, But when it comes to running a baseball team or owning a baseball team, I guess they're not running it, but they own it. They don't know how to be tactful in what they write, because I guess Jim Pohlad wrote that we want to win.
Yeah.
And it would suffice it to say, he probably wrote longer than that.
That'll draw a lot of fans.
Yeah, we want to win. Well, you don't show.
On the field that you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just talking before we got started. I mean, the Twins looked good last night against the Yankees. First two games, they got one hit.
They got 4 hits in 2 games.
But with Mr. Ryan pitching last night, he did well, and the Twins pulled out a 4-1 victory. And the young Keishel,
Luke Keishel.
he's going to be the next up and coming guy.
Well, you look at the lineup, and it's not that bad a lineup, but some of those guys have to prove that they can be more consistent. I mean,
Well, they've got some, granted they got Buxton out. Like I said before we came on the show, he's out in center field going, who am I playing with today?
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, Larnick and some of these other guys that have been around for a while, they need to start producing, or find someone that will.
yeah, and it's not like they have produced. He and Wallner have produced somewhat, but it's not, like I say, it's not on a more consistent basis.
And the surprising guy to me is Clemens.
Yeah,
He swept 2 other teams, and he's come out. And last night he had the big double to score 2 runs, and he was like 0 for 18 going into it. But the kid likes to play, and he can play anywhere. He can play first base, second, outfield. So
yeah, but isn't it the Twins' luck that he doesn't pitch?
yes,
It's that's fine. I hope
that gene didn't go to the
no, it didn't go to him. I mean,
For all those
maybe
that don't know, he's Roger Clemens' kid.
yes, and it would have been nice to have somebody like that come on. But we'll take his hitting. I mean, he's a decent hitter. I don't if he's ever going to hit 300. But as long as he hits between, I suppose, 240 and 270 with some power,
With a couple home runs,
yeah, that's more than enough to keep yourself in the major leagues.
Yep.
But some of the guys they have, what's Mickey Gasper?
Yeah, Mickey Gasper, yeah.
I mean, he was their DH one night, and I'm looking at it now. Wallner was out because he had paternity. He was on paternity leave because
Right.
they just had a congratulations to him if he sees it, on his wife for having a newborn baby, and but Mickey Gasper's as your DH and he's hitting under 200.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what Rocco? What are you thinking?
Even prior to that, the catcher they had for the year, or starting the year,
Well, Vasquez and
Vasquez is batting 120, and he's,
yeah.
nothing above that.
No, I know he's not hitting well. Jeffers, I'm sure.
Uh,
No, Jeffers is doing okay. I mean, he's not lighting it up, but he's hitting home runs sometimes, and he's hitting above 250, I think.
And they had a catcher last night. I didn't know who he was. It was maybe they brought him over from St. Paul. I don't know.
Well, they did get a catcher in that one trade they
trade?
made to Philadelphia, but I bet he's not up there yet. Let me see here. No, Jeffers caught last night.
Oh, it was the night before then.
Yeah, I'll tell you what he's hitting. Sitting 265.
Huh.
So I mean Clemens is up to Clemens is only hitting 216 right now.
Yeah, well, he was 0 for 19, I think it said
Wow.
last night before he got the double. But
Yeah, that didn't help.
got the double when it counted, 2 outs, and
Larnick's at 243. Keishel's at 339, but he hasn't had a whole lot of
No.
at bats yet. But good, that's good. I mean, that's
Keisha reminds me of the old Kirby Puckett. Not real big, not real fast, but gets the job done and
mhm.
plays hard. So,
And Lewis is at 234, which has to be a lot higher
yeah.
for him. He's supposed to be one of the studs. The Rodin kid they got from,
He got a hit last night.
yeah, he's at 196 though.
Oof.
And he hasn't played much he hasn't played in a lot of games for the Twins yet.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if he came from Toronto or Philadelphia. It was one of those two trades.
Well, like
Where they
Paul had
picked him
said, though,
up.
we trade to win.
Yeah, they trade the win, all right. But the thing I heard yesterday from somebody was that it wasn't Jim Polad's idea to fire Sell, and then I heard that Derek Falvey said it wasn't his idea to fire Sell.
Well, was it
at the
Carl?
trade.
He's
so
dead.
whose idea was it to trade all these players?
Yeah.
And leave yourself shorthanded. I mean, that's why it's poor management of this team.
Well, Johan's doing pretty good with Philadelphia. They really like his new entrance, and
Oh well,
lights are flashing and off and on.
and Correa's
And he's
hit the
4-0.
ball.
Correa's hitting the ball for Houston now.
And I don't know about the other guys. I mean, I haven't
But-
paid much attention.
With Correa, though, he's got a good surrounding group of guys playing around him.
Yeah.
So he's going to get the pitches that he wants to hit. So
Well, and I hope he has a great rest of the season. It's not his fault he was traded.
no,
So it's not like he just wanted to get out of here. I mean, he thought about it and said, well, yeah, if you can get me to Houston, I'll go. But,
well, you got a chance to win a World Series, I'd go.
yeah,
Just don't bang on the garbage can.
that's right. Don't steal signs. And
All right, now your favorite subject. We won't talk too much about the Wild because they haven't done anything. Our soccer team, the Loons, or whatever they're
United,
called.
Minnesota
Center,
United.
They're in third place.
they're in third place in their division. They're having a good year, except they
Yeah.
hardly ever play any games. I think
Yep.
they had one game this week, I think. I don't know why soccer, doesn't play.
They got a beautiful field,
Yeah.
stadium that they play in.
Do they need that much rest between games?
I don't-
I mean, come on. Soccer.
you play over in Europe, you play every day.
Probably. I
Oh.
wouldn't doubt it. So, yeah, but they're doing okay. The Lynx are 27-5.
They're doing very well
So-
without their star player for a while yet. And
They have the Liberty coming up two more
Again,
times,
yep.
once here and once in New York. And I think they're slowly pulling away from the Liberty at this point to get home court advantage in the playoffs.
Well, Liberty, I think, has lost 5 in a row now. They
that's-
got beat last night, so. But anyways, let's go to your favorite subject. I know you love talking about fall football.
I like the Vikings. I
Like the
never
Vikings.
said I never liked them. I'm
Well,
just
I don't know.
pessimistic
Ron, we
about
got tape on that?
I'll go check.
Yeah, yeah, go back, look in the archives. I never said I didn't like them, but I'm pessimistic, but they had a decent game. I mean, Houston took the ball down on their first drive and just totally shredded that defense.
Yes.
Now, I get it that some of the guys weren't playing, and they did that, but after that, evidently, they stiffened up, and
Well, again, coaching, this is bring them to the sidelines, tell them what they're doing wrong, try to correct it. But you got to be pretty, although McCarthy didn't play a whole heck of a lot, he had some nice balls. He threw some nice throws. And as I said before the show, I was really impressed with the kid from the Gophers.
well, yeah, Max Brosmer did a
Yeah.
good job when he was in there. Howell, what's his name? Sam Howell did a decent job when he was in there. I think he took him on a 90-yard scoring drive, which usually never happens
Right.
in the preseason. Now, Rippin, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm not getting down on the guy. I mean, he had his chances, and
Yeah.
then you don't really get to see a whole lot in preseason.
But
So,
again, the hype is starting.
Yeah.
We're going to win the NFC North, and they're not even all the experts picked them to end up in 4th place. So,
yeah. Well, because of the quarterback situation, but McCarthy looked okay. It's now when he gets his full offensive line and his complement of running backs and his receivers. Of course, Addison's out for 3
Yeah.
weeks.
But then there's talk of bringing Mr. Thielen back, which I
Uh-huh.
think would be a plus for not
Yeah.
only fans but for the team.
Well, yeah, especially for McCarthy.
Yeah. So,
All
all right.
Yeah, well, that coming in another show for Mike Egan. I'm Gary Gimbetti. We'll see you again on Home Team Advantage.
For over 25 years, U.S. Bank, located at 211 East Howard Street in Hibbing, Minnesota, has provided office and studio space for Hibbing Public Access Television. We are thankful for their ongoing support. Up North Lettering specializes in embroidery and heat vinyl press applications, along with patches and letter jackets. For more information, call them at 218-966-7850. HPAT would like to thank them for their donation and support. Security State Bank, located at 701 East Howard Street, is invested not only in Hibbing and its surrounding communities, but their customers as well. Experience relationship-based banking, superior customer service, and the pride that comes with reinvesting in our community. There's a difference.